tell you something.
But moving forward, never say never, but never.
We'll see. I'm not talking about that. It's my team. It's my quarterback.
You came on the show. We talked about.
And you talk big noise, and I love this.
Yeah, top three.
I feel that way when I'm on TV. I know for a fact I'm not like the rest of the guys in the show. I know I'm a top 5 receiver.
Is this camera on me? Yes. That's stupid. Use your common sense.
What's good, Steelmatic family? What's good with y'all? How y'all doing this Saturday morning? Like, share, subscribe, join the channel. If you have not joined the channel already, I appreciate all y'all rocking with me, man. Welcome to Steelmatic Sports. We're going to get into some Steelers talk as well as some other football talk. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, we're going to be discussing some trades that happened. People that secured the bag, people that got extended and well compensated greatly. So also, we're going to talk about my man, Alex Highsmith, and what his future endeavors look like in this NFL football career. We're going to talk about that. We're going to touch on it. Man, y'all hit that like button, man. If you're just following in, if you're just coming in, like, share, subscribe, join the channel. If you have not already, support the channel. Hit that Cash App, Steelmatic001, Steelmatic001. Appreciate all y'all rocking with me. How y'all feeling, man? How y'all doing this Saturday morning, man? I know y'all probably up in the morning, probably going to get breakfast, probably going to get donuts or eating a baby cereal. Man, y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself. Y'all ought to be
I'll never get the play.
shame. Eating the baby's Captain Crunch, eating the baby's Cookie Crisp. Yeah, JPG. Yeah, JPG, I'm talking about you, man. You eating Nah, I'm messing with y'all, man. I'm messing, man. I'm messing greatly. So, man, pardon me one quick second. All right, y'all. All right, man. Salute to y'all, man. Go ahead and put a one in the chat if you can hear me loud and clearly. One in the chat if you can hear me loud and clearly. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me loud and clearly. Salute to y'all, man. I appreciate all y'all rocking with me this morning, man. How y'all feeling, man? Hopefully y'all having a good Saturday morning. Salute to y'all. What's good with y'all? Let me know. Talk to me. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me loud and clearly. One in the chat if you can hear me loud and clearly. All right. What's good, JGP? What's good with you, man? Salute to you. How you feeling this morning? What's good with you? How you doing this morning? What's good, Derek Gaines? Mr. Cincinnati, Ohio, Mr. Joe Burrow. You know, what's good with you, man? How you feeling, man? Hopefully you enjoyed and liked your draft picks that the Cincinnati Bengals got and what the Cincinnati Bengals got coming up this season. Go ahead and mark off those 2 L's for the Steelers because you know they coming. Nah, I'm messing with you, Derek Gaines, bro. I'm messing with you, dog. Salute to you, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Absolutely, man. 100 days still kick off. Oh, yeah, man. We in the building, man. Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. 1,000%. 1,000%. You already know. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, like I said, man, we're going to talk about some trade talks. And also, we're going to talk about of course, we're going to cover the Myles Garrett trade thing. We're going to talk about the AJ Brown fiasco, and of course, we're going to talk that Steelers talk for sure, 1,000%, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Join the channel if you have not already. So here we go. We're going to start with the Myles Garrett trade. So of course, if anybody who's lost who haven't been in the media like that. Myles Garrett was recently traded to. Let me fix my screen right quick. I'm a little out of place, y'all. So Myles Garrett gets traded to the LA Rams for Jared Verse and other picks. Wait, let me see where I'm at. Bear with me 1 second, y'all. So shout out to Pat McAfee, fair use. So we're about to get into it. So, and Pat McAfee discusses his trade, what the Browns got for Myles Garrett. Now, not to mention that Rams was already preloaded. Well, I wouldn't say preloaded, but they had some good pieces prior to this trade. Now, of course, if anybody's not familiar with salary cap and things of that nature, now NFL salary cap for the 2026 season, they have a maximum salary cap of $301 million. Now, majority of that was from Cleveland. Majority of that, $230 million of that, was given to Deshaun Watson in 2022. So, and Deshaun Watson was given that money up front, fully guaranteed. Despite but of course he's earned that since during his time when he was with the Texans. So he was given all that money up front, $230 million. So the Cleveland Browns did not seek to go forward with Myles Garrett, despite him winning 2 Defensive Player of the Years and, of course, getting Kevin Stefanski Coach of the Year twice. So you would have thought that would have been enough to indeed keep him around. So they trade Myles Garrett to the LA Rams, and we're going to get into it right here. And let's take a look at it. Let me know if y'all can see the screen. Let me see if I can configure this a little bit better for you guys. Here we go. Okay, there we go. All right. So salute to y'all, man. Let me see. What you talking about? Derek Gaines, what you talking about? I'm glad he's gone. He was killing us. Now you know who's glad he's gone? Mason Rudolph is glad he's gone. Mason Rudolph is very glad he's gone. He said he's glad he doesn't have to deal with Myles Garrett anymore. Mason Rudolph is happy. I'm talking about he's happy because he found out Myles Garrett was coming back, and he was like, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Man, I'm not trying to see that guy no more." And of course, if you know what I'm referring to. Of course, I'm referring to that incident that Myles Garrett claimed that Mason called him a racial slur during gameplay when Myles had sacked him, and Myles had ended up ripping off his helmet and hitting Mason with his own helmet. Almost. Well, I'm gonna leave that there. Almost really hurting him on national TV. But that's another story. We're going to talk about that at a later time, I'm sure. So we're going to get into this trade. Shout out to Pat McAfee, fair use. And we're going to talk about how Rams went about this trade and how Browns let Myles Garrett go in this trade and actually basically contributed to making the Rams a superpower team. We're going to get into it. Let's take a look.
Dominant defensive player, defensive lineman, you think about Aaron Donald.
And could you imagine if Myles Garrett was traded to the Los Angeles Rams like a couple years ago?
Sure.
And he was able to play alongside Aaron Donald. You'd say, is that the greatest defensive line in the history of ball? That's two defensive players of the year. That's two defensive MVPs on the same D line.
Don't forget about Young either. Young is coming off a 12-sack season.
All of them. That's good.
So, and everybody says in this modern NFL, what do you need? You need the best D line. Mm-hmm. The four D line are going to really matter what it is. Mm-hmm. So everybody naturally just says Aaron Donald. He still got it or not? And then you start thinking about, holy shit, Aaron Donald.
So what he's referring to their defensive line, of which they have a masterfully crafted defensive line. Shout out to Chris Shirley, Rams DC, and of course Sean McVay, the head coach. And we're gonna take a look at this D line, right? Well, actually, we're gonna take a look at it in a minute. But they have a stacked D line, guys that have multiple sacks. Now the guy that was on the trading block is Jared Verse. Jared Verse, 25-year-old linebacker. Who's indeed on the trading block as well. Well, in exchange for Myles Garrett, and of course the 2027 first round pick, the 2028 second round, and a 2029 third round. All of course, Myles Garrett is very well worth it, 2-time defensive player of the year. And of course, Myles Garrett's only 30 years old and he stays healthy. So we're going to get back into this, but of course, we're going to take a look at the personnel a little later. We're going to go ahead and play this video.
If he's still training with knives and he's in the middle of that thing and he's just kind of just disrupting.
This is Aaron Donald.
Then the quarterback has to drift just a little bit. And any wasted sacks from Aaron Donald in the past.
And not to mention, Aaron Donald's 35. And of course, Aaron Donald, he's already won a Super Bowl with the Rams, and I believe it was 2021, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody let me know in the chat. And he's 35 years old, and he's contemplating coming out of retirement at 35 to join Myles Garrett. Now, Aaron Donald's a monster. That's not to be disputed. Aaron Donald's nothing short of a monster, and of course, if you have Aaron Donald on one side and a 35-year-old Aaron Donald on one side and a 30-year-old Myles Garrett on the other side, those are destructive. And not to mention with the pieces that Rams already have, Byron Young, Nate Lander, if I'm saying his name right, Braden. Well, we're gonna get into the personnel a little later. Let's play the video. We're gonna get into the personnel a little later.
I don't think it would ever be wasted because I think Myles Garrett's going to track it. I mean, that's literally cat and mouse game. That is literally just like push, feed. I think whenever you go, if you've ever been hunting before, you have somebody go push a little bit. Like, hey, I'm going to go up and around here and I'm going to make some noise. Okay, maybe we'll be able to push this way. Aaron Donald will just push and then Myles Garrett's on the back end just waiting on that, and then let alone the other side.
Yep.
That would be the most dominant. How would you? They'd shit their pants. Guard would just be, and then because tackles are on island, right?
Then McDuffie, the corners, that makes our job
sitting
hell of a lot easier because now we got to cover this long. We're
Kobe
sitting on
Turner
shit with
at
jumpers.
tackle.
Yeah.
Landman, middle backer.
So we reach out to Aaron Donald. Okay, I reach out to Aaron Donald, and I would like to say, according to source, says, it for sure got me thinking. Okay. Me and Aaron Donald don't text on a regular basis. I'm not acting like me and Aaron Donald are like best friends. Okay, we all saw him push me off the seat.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh guys.
Now he did grow up Penn Hills, which is directly next to Plum. Obviously, I know Aaron Donald had massive respect for Aaron Donald, but this would be not a normal conversation for me just to be texting Aaron Donald. Would that be cool to be able to just text Aaron Donald? Would like to say yes. That would be a.
And this dude Aaron Donald stays in top shape year round. Like the guy, if you take a look at him, he's a split image of James Harrison. If anybody that don't know James Harrison, Steelers royalty James Harrison, him and Aaron Donald side by side, virtual built almost identical, literally.
Very cool thing. Would be pumped about. Yeah, so that's Aaron Donald. Okay, so we know each other, obviously. It for sure got me thinking. I said, holy shit, can I say that? Okay, that's what I respond with. Okay, and then he responds with 35, removed 2 years ago. Got to see if that fire can light back up. And then we show clips of him doing it, and I tell him, I say, you're from Penn Hills, brother. Fire is always in there. And then I say, go get the knives back out. Okay, and then there was a laughing response. If Aaron Donald comes out of retirement to work alongside Myles Garrett and that entire defensive line.
Exactly.
And the Super Bowl is in LA again.
Yeah.
Snead and McVay are going to look like they're the best of all time. They're the greatest of all time, being able to just build.
And let's take a look at this personnel for a second, because this personnel is crazy. Now, the guy that they just traded to the Browns, Jared Verse, he's 25 years old, and he had 7.5 sacks. Not bad, right? But we're gonna get into this personnel that the Rams currently have prior to the trade, prior to the Myles Garrett trade. And we're gonna look at this personnel. Hold on, let me make this screen bigger. Uh-oh. All right. So let me know if y'all can see the screen. Okay, so we're gonna start with the defensive side. All right, so they got Nate Landman, linebacker, 64 solo tackles, 132 tackles total, 2.5 sacks, light work. So if we go down to Byron Young, 45 solo tackles, 82 total tackles, 12 sacks. Linebacker, 12 sacks. Jared Verse, the guy that they just traded for Myles Garrett, he had 7.5 sacks. 35 solo tackles, 58 total tackles. But the fact that he's a D end and he's only 25. And that gives Browns room for growth. So he will be playing on that defense alongside Denzel Ward, Grant Delpit, and that rebuilding phase of the Browns side. And of course, with those additional picks that they acquired in this trade. However, with the pieces that what we are looking at right here and now, and of course, they also have safety. Now, all these guys they were in that conference championship game against the Rams. Against the Seahawks, at which we saw last season. And of course, this very same team beat the Bears and put the Bears out of the playoffs. Now, this is safety. Cam Curl had 79 tackles, 79 solo tackles, 122 total tackles, and 2 sacks. So they do a good job of getting to the quarterback. And of course, the other safety, Cameron Kitchens, he had 56 tackles, 84 total tackles. Yeah, safety Quentin Lake only played in 10 games, 37 tackles, 61 total, but had 1 sack. Now, defensive end, Kobe Turner. Kobe Turner played all 17 games, 24 solo tackles, 48 total, 7 sacks. So they already monstrous getting to the quarterback. Now, when you add a Myles Garrett to that mix and also possibly an Aaron Donald coming out of retirement, you have a monstrous front seven. You have a very monstrous front seven. So here we are, D tackle, Puna Ford, played all 17 games, 19 solo tackles, 47 total tackles. Cornerback Kobe Durant played all 17 games, 30 total tackles. 30 solo tackles, 40 total tackles. DN Braden Fisk played all 17 games, 11 solo tackles, 30 total tackles, and 3 sacks. So Rams already have a solid defense. They already had a solid defense prior to the Myles Garrett trade, but this trade has made them the number one, the public enemy in the NFL, public enemy number one. They are the most dangerous defense as of now, just with Myles Garrett alone. But now with this triggering, potentially Aaron Donald, bringing Aaron Donald out of retirement, this could be one of the most scariest defenses we've ever seen. I'm talking scarier than a Terrell Suggs, Ray Lewis Ravens defense. This could be possibly one of the scariest defenses the NFL will ever see, possibly. But of course, with all the pieces that I just currently named, those are marquee players on the defense, along with Trent McDuffie that they very well acquired from Kansas City. Trent McDuffie they acquired from Kansas City. And he will be an intricate piece to the defense as well. Now let's take a look at the offensive side. Now, of course, you have Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford passed for over 4,700 yards. Matthew Stafford, the legend, a future Hall of Famer. And of course, Kyron Williams rushed for 1,000 yards plus. You had Puka Nacua, who received for 1,700 yards plus. Nate Landman had 132 tackles. And Kobe Durant with 3 INTs. Very balanced team. But of course, very dangerous team. And of course, on the receiving offensive side, you have Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams. Very dangerous receivers. Very productive receivers. Puka Nacua plays 16 games, 129 receptions. Like I said, over 1,700 yards receiving, 10 TDs, excuse me. Then there's Devontae Adams, played 14 games, 60 receptions on 789 yards with 14 TDs. Then you have tight ends Tyler Higbee and Colby Parkinson, who played an intricate role in the win over the Bears in the playoffs last season. Kobe Parkinson, tight end, had 43 receptions on the season with 408 yards receiving, 8 TDs. Tyler Higbee had 25 receptions, 281 yards receiving with 3 TDs. And of course, they have tight end Terrence Ferguson, who only seen action in 14 games, 11 receptions, 231 yards receiving with 3 TDs. So they have a very balanced team, as we can see with the LA Rams. Now, if Aaron Donald was to consider coming out of retirement, this could be a dangerous deal for anybody and make them one of the scariest teams, not only in their respective division, but in the league. Because Aaron Donald, like I said, stays in shape, injury-free, and very dangerous player. One of the most still at 35, at the ripe age of 35, which is fairly significantly not that old. It is old in football terms, but a guy that's been off 2 years, taking care of his body, and taking care of those whatever aches and pains that he may have previously had, Aaron Donald is very well indeed going to be ready to go. Because this was probably one of the very things when Aaron Donald said he lost his passion and couldn't grind the way he wanted to, couldn't really push himself the way he wanted to. Myles Garrett is that guy to push Aaron Donald and bring Aaron Donald out of retirement if it was anybody. If it was anybody to tell him, hey, we got a surefire chance of winning the championship, going to the big one, going to the Super Bowl, this is it. We got the stat complete team. We got a secondary. We got an offense. We can do this. We can make this happen. And here we see Myles Garrett training as if he's looking to make a comeback. Now, the news could pop up at any time, but it's nothing has been confirmed. AD hasn't made a public statement. Right now, all we're doing is speculating. You know, we see him staying in shape. Like I say, he stays in shape year round. And what we can see, who knows? We could see something as early as training camp or as early as next week, or maybe even tomorrow. Aaron Donald probably come out and say, hey, I'm back. Who knows, right?
These things the way that they're building it, which goes against completely how everybody else is seemingly trying to do it. You know, the draft picks thing became a thing with less need. They end up winning. Frick these picks.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Well, that's what the NFL put out. So,
frick them picks.
Well said.
Frick them.
This is what happens.
I know. We do.
They're still hitting on them too. The picks that they do have.
Yeah, that they're fricking.
Like Puka, what was it, fifth rounder?
Yeah, fifth, fourth.
We all have kind of fallen on the side of the Rams did good here.
Yeah.
Right? Like everybody,
yeah.
Everybody on earth has done.
And that's the crazy part, because you would have thought, now, like myself, now, of course, we've heard all the trade rumors, and of course, it's a business, right? Because they were saying the same thing about TJ Watt over the same months, the same thing they were saying about Myles Garrett. Like, what are we going to do with them? What are we going to do with them? We don't want to trade them, salary cap, blah, blah, blah. But just as TJ Watt is a cornerstone guy, Myles Garrett was even more of a cornerstone guy in Cleveland. At least you would have thought, right? You know, so, but we understand the nature of the beast. We understand the nature of business. You know, they didn't want to go against, salary cap. And of course, in their case, having all that money, $230 million to be exact, tied up in Deshaun Watson. So, they, of course, then they're going to want to return on that investment. So, and of course, not to mention, the GMs for both of these units, being very close and, working this deal. Now, some speculate and say what pushed this was for Cleveland to get Myles Garrett, to allegedly get Myles Garrett out of the way because he had too much support and influence on Shedeur, allegedly. But he was looking out for Shedeur in Cleveland. I mean, we saw what Stefanski was doing to him. We saw what Stefanski didn't want him in the organization. Stefanski didn't even want to start him. I mean, all sorts of stuff. But Myles Garrett did indeed have Shedeur back, mentoring Shedeur, showing Shedeur the ropes. And a lot of people saying that, they just trying to get him out the way. Hey, could be true. But the business of the B Seals, hey, they didn't want to exhaust that salary cap, and they did indeed want to build. But why would they not build around Myles Garrett and make Myles Garrett that cornerstone guy? If Pittsburgh is going to indeed keep TJ, in which most likely they are, and they're going to most likely may in the coming weeks ship Highsmith or Pat Queen, but if they kept TJ, then why did not Cleveland keep Myles Garrett? Unless he didn't want to restructure, which could very well be the case. But of course, I understand he didn't want to restructure, he didn't want to give up no extra money, but of course he earned every penny. I mean, if you want to, it's not his fault that you tied up $230 million in Deshaun and you gave him all that money up front. Now you waiting on the return on your investment. Crazy work, right? Shout out Messi Mashawn, what's good with you? How you doing? How you feeling? What up, Know Your Child? What's good with you, man? What's good with you, man? Salute to you, man. Salute to you. Yeah, man, y'all let me know if y'all want to come up and chop it up, man. I'm going to drop the link in the chat, man, in a little bit. But no, definitely they didn't want to go forward with them. And two things could be true, because they could have been trying to get rid of him so they could get him out of Shedeur's ear. But then again, that salary cap, man, they didn't want to hit under that dead money on that salary cap after the first. So, but let's get back into it, man. Let's see because the Rams very well did win. So we're not going to sit here and act like Rams didn't already have a better defense prior to this trade, because they very well did. But now they're even more dangerous. Now, especially if AD comes out of retirement, the NFC may not stand a chance. The NFC may not stand a chance if AD comes out of retirement. I'm just gonna put it out there. Oh,
has kind of come to the same conclusion.
Yeah, frick them picks.
Even the league.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, yeah, look what we did. We had a team do it. We were talking about Chris Paul's trade from New Orleans to the Lakers being kind of cut off, definitely cut off by the league, saying, nope, we can't have it. Now we got the league saying, like, hey, we like what just happened here. Myles Garrett goes to Los Angeles. He's going to get celebrated like a motherfucker over there.
Yeah.
He's going to be so good for them.
Mm-hmm.
Australia week 1, prime time.
Oh, my God.
Bro, the game, Tony.
Crazy. I love what's happening here.
Crazy.
Why didn't the Colts do this?
Well, they don't have any. They did their big move.
Oh, yeah.
Well, actually, it was bigger. They had to give up 2 firsts for Sauce. They could have given up just 1 for Miles.
Yeah, AD Mitchell.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't need that.
You asked.
Journalism.
No, but I did see Foxy got super excited. Foxy brought up, he had his entire team make a graphic out of it. I didn't love this. Colts paid a higher draft pick price for Sauce Gardner than Rams did for Myles Garrett.
And A.J. Brown, the Patriots paid for.
So
it's the beauty of the league. You know, everybody does it their own way. We saw Seattle. Seattle just went on a run. Snyder just built another team. He went and got Sam. Yeah, went and got Sam.
8-1 at the time.
this will work
can't
out.
predict the future.
Yeah, and situations are situational.
Exactly.
We needed Sauce. Still need Sauce. Can't wait to watch Sauce this year. Didn't get to see much. Obviously, last year got an unfortunate situation while the entire team kind of got hurt. Sauce is going to be just fine.
Young.
Sauce is going to be just fine.
Super young.
He's going to be here a long time.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't like you, Foxy, just bringing that up 100 times last night and today.
Yeah, well, you can be on the other side where you have a team that has a lot of young guys, a good quarterback, a good coach, and they don't make any moves in the free agency world or trade world. So that's kind of where I am at with the Detroit.
And see, the crazy part is they did make great moves in the draft. Rams did. So the Rams got Ty Simpson, a guy that I felt like Steelers should have traded up and got. And that's just my opinion. Let me see where we at. So while they have Myles Garrett and Aaron Donald contemplating coming out of retirement to join that already loaded roster that they already have, in the draft 2026 picks, the Rams got Ty Simpson at first round 13 pick. They got Max Clare, tight end out of Ohio State. Keegan Trost, offensive tackle out of Missouri. C.J. Daniels, wide receiver out of Miami. And Tim Keenan, the third, defensive tackle out of Alabama. So adding on to an already stacked roster, because we see what they got on the offensive side in Matthew Stafford, Kyron Williams, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, and now on the defensive side, those loaded guys that already get to the quarterback, and also you throw Myles Garrett in the mix, and of course potentially Aaron Donald coming out of retirement. That's a recipe for major disaster. Shout out Black TV. Black TV, what's good with you? Steelmatic, what you got us listening to? This is Pat McAfee, man. He played the game, man. He was a kicker for the Colts for a number of years, man. You probably don't remember him because, who remembers the kicker, right? Blackout, who your team is? Blackout, you probably don't even watch football. Now I'm messing with you, man. Salute to you. Happy Saturday to you, man. But yeah, anybody want to come up and chop it up, man? The link is in the chat. We're going to get back into it.
Lions. I don't mind it because I like our guys, but a lot of Lions fans are not happy about it.
You like your guys?
Well, it'd be nice. We have Aiden Hutchinson, and why not go get a Myles Garrett?
Oh, I thought
why
you were going
not
to say
go get a
Hutch.
Micah Parsons? No, I would never say trade Hutch. Hutch is
sure
the core of the team. We love Hutch.
Do we think Aaron Donald's coming back?
Maybe
50-50.
I liked what Dano said. Yeah, November.
After what he texts you, yeah. I was already thinking it yesterday, and now with that confirmation, can that fight?
Can y'all hear it loud and clearly? Let me know if y'all can hear it loud and clearly. Let me know if y'all can hear it loud and clearly. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear the audio loud and clearly on both ends, myself and the video. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear everything loud and clearly. So everything coming back clearly on my side and the video? Okay. Appreciate it. So I was getting a little choppy back on my side. So okay, let's get back into it. So Rams very well did win this trade. I mean, of course, you gave them a couple of picks, 1 first rounder, a second rounder, and the third rounder of each year. I'm sorry, 2027 of first round of next year, 2028 second round, and the 2029 third round. But man, Myles Garrett, to add on to what you already have, you had guys. One guy had 12 sacks, 2 guys had 7.5, and solid. And you got a solid secondary, and you know what you got on the offensive side of the ball. And then now picture this, right? Because you're not rebuilding, you're rebuilding, and you are competing at the same time. That's the crazy part. Because they got a future quarterback in the draft, along with O tackles and a D tackle, and a receiver. Crazy. To already go along to what you already have. So now you contending and you rebuilding at the same time. Crazy.
I get, and I mean, I know you guys are saying, or Dano was saying October, November. I mean, why not come back?
Yeah, why not? He loves probably the building and facility.
You do the first
Right after they get back from Australia.
Camp.
First 6 games, you could just do third down.
Or maybe go to like the last 2.5 weeks of camp.
Yeah.
After Australia.
Mid-August.
After Australia.
Yeah, there you go.
He doesn't want to go to Australia.
Bow out of Australia. Australia, though, first game of the year, if you're post 5 years, your entire year salary becomes guaranteed if you're first game active. So, Aaron Donald's certainly going to be worrying about whether or not the salary is guaranteed.
Yeah, they're not.
What's he coming back for? Aaron Donald's just going to come play for nothing?
15.
Well, do they have it?
Yep, yeah, that's a good question.
It feels like they got a bottomless pit.
They could find it.
Because if he was going to be retired, listen to the way we're talking. This is a salary cap league. People in baseball are like, no salary cap. It's like, listen to what.
So let's take a look at that. Let's see what the Rams have in salary cap. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at that and see, because that's let me see, that's pretty much over. That's pretty much that whole video. So let's see what Rams actually have in salary cap and what they, let me see. Oh, let me see something. Because, man, that is a very loaded roster that they have. So the LA Rams have approximately $42 million in salary cap for space in 2026 NFL season, ranking 9th in the league for offseason flexibility. So the NFL officially set 2026 cap at $301 million. Okay, here we go. Rams have $42 million in top 51. Let me see. So the Rams have $42 million top 51 cap space, which reflects the amount available for new signings, extensions, roster moves for accounting for committed salaries and dead money. Their total cap allocations are roughly $272.2 million, with $8.6 million in dead money from prior roster moves. Okay. Oh. And that's just their major signings. Of course, Matthew Stafford, Devontae Adams, left tackle Alec Jackson, Kevin Dotson, Trick McDuffie. Gotti just signed from Kansas City. So yeah, so very much so. So very much so, if they were to bring, if Aaron Donald was to come back. So if Aaron Donald was to come back, he would, I mean, that would be monstrous. That would be monstrous. AD, Myles Garrett, and added on to what the Rams already currently have. My, oh my. So we're going to move off this video. And we're going to move on to A.J. Brown, wide receiver from the Eagles that just got traded to the Patriots. All right. Shout out Nightcap, fair use. Let me see. Uh-oh. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay, so AJ Brown, wide receiver. So AJ Brown, wide receiver for the Patriots, just got traded from. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay. So AJ Brown, wide receiver for the New England Patriots, just got traded to got traded from the Eagles to the Patriots. Oh man. So we're looking at the reason as to why, and AJ Brown did an interview with Maria Taylor stating that he released certain things. He spoke on certain select things, some things that was intimate between him and his teammates in the public media, in the public eye, things that a lot of individuals would have thought that you would indeed keep privatized, but publicly AJ Brown made them. Now, many probably thought that he did that to initiate a trade, and many think that he was just many people think that he was possibly just being gossipy. But let's take a look and see what it was.
AJ Brown admitted to leaking stories about the Eagles to the media to motivate the team. It was done purposely to give us a push. It gives us everything. Gives everything's legs to push everyone to be better. I feel it like it was okay to do. Hey, Eagle fan, how y'all feel about that? Because y'all feel everybody made stuff up. How y'all feel about it?
Now, you saying that you made stuff up. So you're saying that you made stuff up. You came out and you spoke on certain things that was personalized between you and your teammates. You brought it to the public, whether that was in game interviews or could have been magazine interviews for all we know. But something people probably confided in you, and you just thought that you just come out and just relinquish that information like it's not gonna hurt somebody, and then you just say it like, oh, I'm just trying to motivate you to do better. What?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
My bad, y'all. But you just think that you just gonna release that information, something that's supposed to be intimate between your teammates, you and your teammates. Now hold up. I'm a bit tied up and disturbed, right? Because here's my thing. If anybody's familiar with former Lakers point guard D'Angelo Russell, he had an issue with Nick Young, which resulted in him being traded to the Brooklyn Nets. That issue was D'Angelo Russell allegedly recorded Nick Young allegedly confessing to cheating on his then fiance Iggy Azalea. If anybody's familiar with that situation, not tying the two together, but tying the fact that when individuals tell you certain things, tell you privy information, and you go publicly when things supposed to be kept privatized, how can you be trusted? How can you be trusted then to do the right thing on any account, on any front? anybody that's familiar with that situation, they saw that D'Angelo Russell got traded. Actually, he was on a couple of teams, but after that situation took place, he was traded from the Lakers. The Lakers traded him away. Yeah. So now AJ Brown signed a $112 million plus deal with the Patriots for 4 years. But can the Patriots actually trust him? Can the Patriots trust him to come in to work, to be a good teammate? Can the Patriots confide in him? Or will the Patriots just keep it strictly business? And knowing what he verbalized publicly about his teammates, like how will the Patriots go about this matter? And I kind of like this matter myself, because the Steelers have to play the Patriots week 2. So I'll take every leg up I can get. Let's get back into it, y'all. Hit that like button.
That Eagle fans, that the guy that was there, that was leaking the story, that people reporting on the stories, how y'all feel? Oh, let me guess. Y'all knew AJ was doing this. Because Ocho, you know what they do, Joe. That's how they do. Anytime somebody give a story, we knew that. Hey, hold on. Put a chat. Okay, let me put a chat right quick, because I want to see how many Eagles fans are here that knew AJ Brown was leaking story.
Listen, you never.
Damn! Hold on, just a second, Joe. Just a second. Y'all ain't know that? Y'all do everything. Y'all knew the man was getting traded in October. When you told me and Ocho we crazy, we just trying to start stuff. Y'all just trying to get clicks and like. Hello, hey Eagle fans, and I know y'all on here. What? Fly, Eagles, fly. Hey, Joe, ain't nobody saying nothing. No, he ain't don't do all that now. Don't do all that now. I want to know who knew that. Yeah, I hate the Eagles. Whatever you want to say. I want to know y'all knew that, because every time Ocho and I say something, Joe, they knew. Yeah. But hey, we could tell too. We know that he was gonna run the go route on the left side. We know he running the over route when he lined up in the slot. Y'all knew everything that Ocho and I was saying. Didn't ever play the game and don't know a screen pass from a screenplay porch. But they knew. So damn, ain't nobody knew this. Ain't nobody knew this.
I'm more concerned. Exactly what stories did he actually leak that he felt was going to help the team and push them to do better? That
the mere fact that it's a story that he admitted to do.
Man, like exactly, like what did he disclose? Like, did he was like, oh, such and such have problems catching the ball, such and such have problems, like what did he tell? Like, I mean, of course, obviously, if he would have pulled the D'Angelo Russell, right, that would have been all on. That would have been everywhere. That would have got even more leaked than what we thought. But, I mean, it could have just been something light, something of the lines of where, something minor, rather, right? If anything, but should have still been privatized between you and your damn teammates. Now, how would this look? You going to another organization? How were others that your newfound teammates, how would Robert Kraft view this? How would Drake May or any of the other guys? Could this serve as an overlooming distraction? For the sake of all things black and gold, I hope it does, because we will see you guys week 2.
It don't matter. He could have said, you know what? We ain't got no pre-wrap. We ain't had no Gatorade practice. Yeah. Right. The mere fact, the man admitted it.
Yeah. Did it work?
I don't know, Joe. I think I would have kept that one to myself. Some things better left unsaid. That's just me. Everybody handle things differently, Joe. Everybody handle stuff differently, Ocho.
Hey, hold on. Would have been for better context, what if the stories that he did leak, what if it was during the Super Bowl winning season?
I don't know when. I don't think they didn't need no motivation, Ocho. You got to realize how many games they won.
Them boys.
I think last year.
Them boys were cutting, boy.
Hey, yeah. For me,
After I'm done with an ex, bro, I ain't bringing her back up. I ain't talking about her.
Thank you.
I
ain't got nothing to say. Somebody, hey man, use the date. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, great. I'm gonna say I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't got nothing negative to say.
Yeah,
that's just me. That's just everybody don't operate like that, Joe. Everybody don't operate like that, Ocho. I ain't got nothing to say negative about my exes. Hey, it didn't work for us. She might be perfect for you.
Hello.
Man, that ain't nothing but the truth. That ain't nothing but the truth. Because, I mean, all you doing, you just bringing old baggage to a situation, and now you basically, you're the weight to hold the wagon down. Seriously.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs?
Seriously, the weight to hold the wagon down, and you don't want to be that. You don't want to be that distraction, especially after they gave you all that money. Man, look, and AJ Brown is nobody's scrub. He got $100 million plus. He got $100 million plus guaranteed. I know he don't want to mess up that bag by any means, but you just can't come in acting entitled and doing what you want to do in New England. New England is basically the San Antonio Spurs of the NFL. If anybody that's not familiar, but it's straight by the book. You just can't come in with all that lollygagginess, like certain people.
You came on the show. We talked about.
And you talk big noise, and I love it.
Yeah. Top 3.
I feel that way when I'm on the field. I know for a fact I am not like the rest of the guys in the NFL.
Talk,
I know I'm a top 5 receiver.
Is this camera on me? Yes, it's on. That's stupid. Use your common sense.
But it's distracting enough, right? When you have this overlooming thing, and regardless to whether it was the Super Bowl year, or if it was one of those other years that they probably went one and done in the postseason and went home. Regardless, you had public conversations that you should have kept and you should have had and kept private. Now, that's going to follow you forward, and as it should. What you got, Blackout? He won. He wanted to. Hey, man, y'all in the chat talking. Man, the link is in the chat. Hit the link and come up and talk, man. Hit the link and come up and talk. We can talk about that, and we can talk about the topic. We can multitask. What's up? But yeah, man, AJ Brown, man, and of course, the link is in the description if you can watch this piece in its entirety, and as well as the Maria Taylor interview that she did with AJ Brown. And he didn't get specifics, but people just want to imagine, like, did you disclose intimate things that your teammates shared with you? Come on, man. A lot of people wondering what those things are, and a lot of those pro athletes, they share females, they allegedly share females, they have a lot of many commonalities. But what exactly was it that he disclosed? Will that come to the light in the coming weeks, in the coming days? We shall see. We got somebody backstage that we about to bring up. Shout out Roadmaster. Roadmaster, what's good with you, man?
Man, I just came in here to talk shit for a little bit.
Hey, man, talking, man. Let's hear it. Let's have it. What's happening?
Man, fuck your team. We gonna start there.
Man, look. Hey, look here, man. Look here, man. But your team got to get your weight. Y'all got to get y'all weight up, man, first before we talk. But before we talk about that, man, what's your take on this AJ Brown thing, and AJ Brown leaking information about his teammates and talking crazy stuff about his teammates, trying to say that he's trying to indeed motivate them? Do you think he's actually trying to motivate his team, or he was just trying to force his way out of Philly all alone?
I mean, it could be both.
So you think he was trying to get out of Philly as well as pull a D'Angelo Russell?
Yeah, I mean, the nigga old.
So you think he too old and he not talented enough?
No, I think he still got it. You know what I'm saying? It's still fuel in the tank. It's something about Philly that he don't like though.
Okay. Yeah, he's 28, man. He's definitely seasoned for a wideout. But I mean, what if Panthers was trying to take him versus Excel or versus McMillan? Would you be happy about that?
Nah, we don't need him.
But I mean, ain't he just as good or better than all the receivers y'all got?
He is, but he gonna be in the way.
Okay, so I'm saying though, but if y'all had the opportunity to get him, and he'd be the best receiver on y'all roster, better than Brazel, better than XL, better than McMillan, better than Michi.
But he gonna take away.
How would he be in the way? How would he be in the way? Explain.
He gonna take away from all them developing.
But I mean, but okay. So if he's there, let's just say if he's there helping, if he's there, like Devontae Smith was already established in Philly. That was already that. He already knew he was going to be third fiddle prior to coming to Philly. So if you know that you come to a situation, you can give knowledge and game to the younger guys, but hey. But when it's things like next man up, things like you got to produce. He getting that bag from New England. New England gave him $100 million plus. So
speaking of helping, I think him and Excel worked out together in the off season.
Okay.
But that's pretty much all he can do to help our team.
And what Excel do in the season for y'all? What did Excel do for y'all?
I said the off season.
That's what I'm saying. So did Excel talents translate?
No, this off season.
Okay. I see what you're saying. But yeah, man. So I mean, if y'all had that type of receiver, I think me personally, I think that'd be too much for Bryce. Because I just don't see Bryce turn the curve. But that's just my opinion. Bryce is decent, but I just don't think Bryce is elite yet. But
having him on our team, they'll probably destroy Bryce.
You mean having AJ Brown on the roster will destroy Bryce?
Yeah.
How so?
Because he's going to demand all the targets.
But I'm saying if a team is in the building phase and you being bring over and they bringing you over to help develop, you the older guy, you the OG, so you're not getting all the targets when you got a guy like McMillan. That's weird. So
that's like, so if you go back to when we had Cam Newton and Steve Smith, the owner, he wanted to make it Cam's team, and Steve Smith was the OG.
Yeah, I get it. Hey, we gonna touch more of that on the back end. We gonna get back to this scenario with AJ Brown leaking information about his teammates.
Hello.
So ain't no sense in me salting her up. Ain't no sense in me saying whatever she did,
Leave it alone.
did. He's happy. I'm happy. Bro, great.
Absolutely.
I'm like you, Joe. What you
Right.
want me to say? What was she like? I don't know. I mean, you dating her, you find her. You tell me in a couple of years.
Yo, yeah,
you tell me.
To learn like I did.
Hey,
exactly, because ain't nobody tell me nothing.
In a couple of years, you're gonna get that call, man. Why you ain't tell me? Yeah, hey, I had to learn the hard way. You gonna learn the hard way too.
Hello.
I think you gonna find out sooner or later. Hey, should the new Patriots teammates be concerned hearing something like this? That we got another Miles turn on our hands.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He gonna be all right. He finna go over there and cut a food though. I heard Boutte asked for a trade, huh?
Hey man, say ain't got no balls coming. You got AJ making that money. You got Romeo Dobbs. What you got for me?
Listen, I want to compete. I ain't worried about that. I don't care who you got.
You ain't compete. You ain't get AJ making 30 plus and Dobbs making 27 plus. Who you competing with? You compete for third.
Think about this. Let's say you don't want to go play with. You don't want to play with the Patriots no more, right? They 1 and 2. Where you going? Yeah. That don't already have a 1 and a 2. Now think about that. There are 31 other teams.
Well, they might not have those 1 and 2s.
Hey man, better make the most of that damn situation over there. The grass ain't always green on the other side, bro.
Who you telling? I'm looking at the landscape of the NFL right now. Every team has a 1 and 2. Where you gonna go, to the Dolphins?
I'm like, dudes, you're already 20. I'm like, dudes, you're already 28, dude. You're 28. You got a huge bag. I mean, and you are where people are considered. You're on the back end, and you got mass money, 100 million plus, 112 million plus. So I'm like, man, you need to make that shake, bro. You need to make that shake, rattle, and roll.
That's the only place I can think we can go in there and his presence will be felt right away
and be miserable.
That too, because they're in a 3-year rebuilding stage.
Hell no.
Look, I would do them like this. Now, AJ did what he did. I'm making a joke of it. I don't condone what AJ did, because I don't want people to say, well, Nightcap, Ocho, and Joe and was condoning. I don't condone that. I'm not giving out any information about my team. Whatever transpired, be it a team, be it somebody blowing a play, somebody overslept, somebody got fired, somebody got injured. I ain't telling you ish. Don't ask me.
Facts.
So I don't want people, because hey, it's something about Nightcap, Ocho, and Joe. We get clipped more than anybody. Yeah, and without even listening at the context, because people just clip a snippet, and then people comment. Well, did you hear what I said? Did you hear what Ocho said? Did you hear what Joe said? Or are you just commenting based on the comment that was in front of your comment?
Yeah.
I didn't agree with his behavior. All I said, and all I've ever said, Ocho, I just wish he'd have kept that public. You want to have a discussion with the head coach, and look, I need more balls. I need to be involved earlier. I need you guys to get me the ball earlier. Give me the ball earlier. You got me late.
But you knew what situation you was coming into prior to going to Philly. Like I said before, coming out of Tennessee, you knew you was going to be third fiddle to Saquon. You knew that. Saquon and Devontae, you knew that. So I don't know if he thought he was going to be the man coming into Philly, that he was going to be the number one option. Maybe Sirianni gave him mixed messages, but now he probably trying to most likely force his way out, which I don't blame him to a degree, because that's money he's missing out on. So that's basically Eagles taking advantage of him. And, he missing out on max money like he's getting now, at which he probably could have, been in Philly for a couple of years. I mean, that's max money he could have been getting, and max money that he's been missing out on. Crazy.
That's all I've ever said. Have a conversation with Petula behind closed doors. Have a conversation with Hurts behind closed doors. I never want to show a teammate up, especially the quarterback. Quarterbacks have the biggest egos. They just do the best job of hiding it. They have the most.
Oh, my bad. My fault. So him and Jalen Hurts did indeed play together in college. They had a good relationship. They had a relationship. I mean, so they played together at under Lincoln Riley at Oklahoma, and they had a prior relationship prior to, you know, reuniting in Philly. So who knows whether they had a T.O. and Donovan McNabb relationship, or if they was buddy. Who knows, right? So, and that very well could have, you know, restruck some feathers, or, you know, brought up a lot of, you know, things of where, you know, they didn't get along in college, and that probably carried on over to, you know, their time in Philly. Who knows, right? He just wanted out because he wanted more money. He wanted more touches. He wanted more money. He wanted to be the guy, not a guy. AJ Brown, that is. And now he will indeed have the opportunity in New England.
Those fragile egos, they just do the best job of hiding it. I've been around too many of them. And I ain't telling what somebody told me, I'm telling what I know. Most of them has been what? Coddled. They play that position, Ocho. In high school, you get coddled. You play it in college, you get coddled. You get to the NFL, and all of a sudden you become really, really good. Hey, there's a reason why he wears a different jersey. He's the only one that wears a different jersey than everybody else. You can't touch him. You can't. I don't agree with I don't care what type of motivation or what you think he was doing. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people wouldn't agree with how he moved, with how AJ Brown moved, and of course we're gonna move off that. So AJ Brown, he moved sour in that regard. But how will Patriots proceed with him? How will his teammates respond to him? How will, you know, this affect his numbers? How will this affect his production? We gonna pay attention, and of course, Steelers will indeed see them in Gillette Stadium week 2. Speaking on the Steelers, speaking on the Steel City, now we had some extensions take place, all the which we had some guys that was well compensated and that was very well taken care of. And I'm going to start. Well, of course, everybody knew we talked about Chris Boswell getting extended earlier this year, and Chris Boswell getting extended his 4-year deal for $28 million. Well deserved. Chris Boswell, one of our most notable scorers. He was the leading scorer last season, and of course, one of the best kickers in the league, mind you. Now, so he's extended 4 years, $28 million, Chris Boswell. And now we're here on Darnell Washington, aka Mount Washington. Now, a lot of people thought that after Nick Herbig was signed, that massive deal that he signed, a lot of people thought that JPJ should have been top priority. Everybody thought JPJ should have been the number one to get signed. However, Darnell Washington, he is an extension of the offensive line. With Darnell Washington tight end, that's a solid asset for the Steelers on the run block, and as well as the pass catch for Aaron Rodgers last season. Steelers signed tight end Washington to a new 5-year contract. Washington was drafted by the Steelers in the 3rd round in 2023. 93rd overall. In 3 seasons, Washington appeared in 50 games, starting 29. He had a total of 57 receptions for 625 yards and an 11-yard average and 2 touchdowns. Don't seem like he had that many receptions, but I'm gonna take the document's word for it. It seems like he had a lot less from what I've seen, but I could be wrong. And Washington had a career highs of 31 receptions and 34 receiving yards last season, an 11.7-yard average and 1 TD. His game was about a lot more, though. He was a key component in the Steelers' tush push as a blocker, helping it to be effective too for the offense. Physical presence also huge. He earned NFL Network's Angry Runs for Week 11 as the only nominee for a bruiser reception, and run after the catch against Cincinnati Bengals. I'm sorry. Washington was nominated three times for his 31-yard run, catch and run one time for each of the Bengals defenders he punished as he took them out along the way. In 2024, Washington started 9 of 16 games, which he recorded 19 receptions for 200 yards and 1 TD. So yeah, Washington, man, very well deserved extension, very well deserved extension, and a guy that's very well an extension of the run block, and of course, protecting Aaron Rodgers as well. So, you got a fifth guy on that offensive line. What's good? Broski, what's good with you, man? Salute to you. Steelers need to make sure Washington Friar Move are more involved this season. Oh, absolutely, man, definitely. I knew Darnell Washington was going to be paramount. I knew he was going to get Indeed. That's why I asked the question in one of my shorts. I say, well, we need to make sure we sign Darnell Washington because he is a valuable part of that O-line for sure. So we got that sewed up and taken care of. Let me see. And then there's Nick Herbig. Nick Herbig signed a massive deal, a massive $100 million deal. Nick Herbig was extended on a 5-year contract. Let me see. So Nick Herbig was extended on a 5-year contract, of which he signed for. So it was $100 million. Let's see. Did I breeze over it? So it's a 5-year extension for $100 million plus. And of course, take a look at some of Nick Herbig's numbers. And a lot of people had their opinions about this. But it's a young man's game for a reason. And a lot of people thought that Highsmith should have got re-signed. I'm like, Highsmith is 30 years old. And of course, by being 28, they equate that to 30. So Highsmith 28 starting in front of Nick Herbig. But they gave Nick Herbig, who's 24 years old, they gave him the $100 million extension. So let's take a look at something. Okay. So let's take a look at Nick Herbig's numbers, why don't we? So Nick Herbig. So this past season, Nick Herbig had 21 solo tackles, 7.5 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, and 1 INT as a backup coming off the bench. At just 24 years of age, coming off the bench, 21 solo tackles, 7.5 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, and 1 INT. But of course, playing alongside TJ Watt, kind of mimicking Watt 2.0, so to speak. That is well-deserved money, well-deserved funds, and also him having that new breed, that new wave of linebackers of that front seven coming in, because behind him he has the likes of Peyton Wilson and Jack Sawyer that came in around about the same time he did. So He's definitely leading the charge of that new wave of front seven, of that new wave of Steelers pass rush. So that's well deserved on his part, Nick Herbig acquiring that $100 million deal. Shout out to Nick
Steelers
Herbig.
Still ain't gonna be shit.
Say what?
You still ain't gonna be shit.
Why you been a hater, man? Why you hating, man? Because Panthers ain't win nothing. Because Panthers ain't win nothing. That's why you hating.
I'm hating because y'all ain't.
Roadmaster.
I'm hating on.
Who's your team?
I'm hating. Man, you know damn well I'm Panthers. I don't know why you keep asking that stupid ass question. You know damn well I'm Panthers.
You're a Panthers fan, man. How long you been a Panthers fan, man? For the people.
Since the 90s.
Oh, right. So you was a Panthers fan when Jake Delhomme was the quarterback and when they had Steve Smith in the game.
Before then.
Okay. I heard that. Okay. Yeah, y'all hit that like button, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Support the channel, man. Hit that Cash App Steelmatic 001. Anybody want to come up and chop it up, man? Link is in the chat. So yeah, man. But all right. So before we get on your Panthers, man, I want to talk about a guy that a lot of teams have the salary cap for, but did not or have not, I don't think, made an offer for. And that guy is Alex Highsmith, a guy that appears to be on the outs at Pittsburgh. Well, actually, is allegedly on the outs. So we're going to take a look at his numbers that he had this past season. Let me see. So linebacker Alex Highsmith. So this past season, he had 36 solo tackles, 9.5 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. Pretty decent number for a 28-year-old. But Alex Highsmith, his salary cap, any team north of $20 million in the salary cap space who have that amount to indeed absorb his salary can very well take him. But let's see how many teams are within that range. And if Panthers one of them, y'all need to scoop them up, bro. Y'all playing. Let me see something. Hold on 1 second.
I think Panthers got the bread, but we not finna spend on the old dude. We got a nice young team right now.
Well,
they finna put up them numbers and cost less.
Okay, hold up, but let's take a look. Let's take a look at something. Let's see. Wait a minute. So he getting 14.5 on this final year. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Bear with me. Okay, so as it stands right now, so you got San Fran that have 72 million in available cap space. You got Tennessee Titans that have 50 million in available cap space. You got Detroit that has roughly 35 million in available cap. And you got the Cardinals who have roughly 35 in available cap. So most likely than not, it possibly could be the Cardinals, being that we had a lot of people that we actually sent to the Cardinals, like Rashad Mendenhall back in the day, James Conner, a lot of people that have very well left left the Steelers and went to the Cardinals. Most likely, very, very well, but very well could be the Cardinals, but we have yet to see. But since
so is he a free agent or he looking to get traded?
Nah, he's on the final year of his contract. So if the Steelers, well, we don't know. Well, of course, if they sign his backup to that $100 million deal, so most likely he's on his way out. So he's on the final year of his deal. So most likely, if they haven't extended him now, I mean, of course, I mean, you know, they just gave they just gave the backup $100 million. So yeah. So yeah, so now the backup ain't gonna be the backup no more.
Oh, I'll never get to play.
So yeah, so that's his starting spot now. So, you know, I would say, you know, but Highsmith still got gas in the tank for sure. You know, he got 3 solid years of, you know, being a solid player, man. And but you know, you need to absorb that 14.5. But you know, if you have 20 million plus in that cap, you know, I think San Fran could very well do it. You know, him going out to the West Coast, and that could actually help San Fran be a contender, to be honest.
I mean, San Fran was already a contender.
Well, more of a contender. You know, I think who they got? Fred Warner, and wait, hold up. Let me see. Let me go back. Because they got 72 million in cap. And of course, if Aaron Donald comes back, if Aaron Donald returns out of retirement, man, what? So
Aaron Donald is gonna hang his cleats up.
Nah, they got Myles Garrett, man. They brought Myles Garrett to the Rams. So, you know, if anything was to incite him to come back, it would be Myles Garrett being active. So, wait, hold on. Let me look at the defensive side. So, Fred Warner, Greenlaw, Nick Bosa. See, I mean, with Nick Bosa being injury prone, they need to go ahead and drop that bread. Like they playing, like San Fran playing. If they wanted to do a deal and extend them, they got the salary cap to do so.
I would.
Yeah,
you can't count on Bosa for like half a season.
Nah, Bosa get hurt running to his car. Bosa get hurt turning put. He get hurt doing Bosa get hurt on the push start.
But he a beast when he is on the field.
Yeah, he is a beast when he's on the field.
Yeah, when he's on the field.
Yeah, that's why.
But that's half the season.
Yeah, that's why we had to send Calvin Austin to the Giants. I mean, if he stay healthy there, then that's that. But that's a whole nother situation. So man, so that's Highsmith. But let me ask you this, Roadmaster, man, because you've been saying a lot. What gives you cause to say Bryce gonna bring promise? Bryce, how do you know what gives you cause to say Bryce is gonna bring promise to Carolina?
I ain't said that shit.
No, I didn't say you said that, but I'm saying what makes you? Do you have? Well, let me ask you this. Let me rephrase the question. Do you have faith in Bryce bringing promise to Carolina?
No.
Why not?
I just don't.
So, like, what about it? What about Bryce's game tells you that he's not the guy Panthers need to move on? Like, there's no way he can be good for the receiving core or for the team. What makes you say that?
It's multiple things.
Such as?
I'll start with he only likes receivers that he played with before.
I mean,
Tate McMillan, they played together back in high school. Mechie, they played together at Bama.
Okay. But I'm saying though,
from jump, he didn't fuck with Excel. They never worked out together in the offseason. He just don't like Excel.
I mean, chemistry is important. I mean, we kind of saw that with AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts. I mean, you got to have chemistry. I mean, it's not all about being likable because you gotta build chemistry though. Oh, absolutely, 1000%. But I'm saying, like, if you like a constant headbutter, like not to say Terrell Owens and Donovan McNabb had that dynamic during their days in Philly, but when T.O. was like, I mean, maybe he saw that it was more of my jerseys in the stands than his jerseys in the stands, or the fact that, T.O. was like, they went to the huddle and he told Donovan he was wide open and Donovan told him to shut up, and not those exact words, and then he checked Donovan after practice or after the game because maybe he didn't want that same dynamic or narrative to follow him to Philly. But
T.O. cussed his ass out on the sideline. If you
that's
remember
what I'm
that
saying.
game.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said not those exact words, because T.O. was like, Donovan McNabb told me to shut the F up after I told him I was open. And I knew I knew T.O. had multiple battles with a lot of people because with Mariucci, the coach from San Fran, Steve Young. I mean, he if you watch the docuseries, he let him have it. But not to say that
T.O. had every right to have the type of ego he had because he was their dude when he was out there.
But T.O. had to understand. Well, T.O. didn't understand that he was a one-trick pony, as in being I'm sorry, not a one-trick pony, a one-man show. I want to say that, so equivalent to what Calvin Johnson was. I mean, a lot of them wasn't privy to have a sidekick like a Chris Carter, like Randy Moss did for the early portions of their career.
Well, you see what T.O. did. He said, "Fuck it."
Yeah, I mean,
I just won't play no more.
Nah, but you saw the aftermath. You saw the calamity that brought. He had. I mean, they called him Team Obliterator because he just not necessarily the fact that he was bad for teams, but he was who he was. At any cost. But at the end of the day,
So you brought up Calvin Johnson. He did his in a peaceful manner.
Well, I mean, Calvin Johnson was Megatron, was every ounce of Megatron. I mean, it wasn't nothing that you wasn't doing with him. I mean, wherever his catch radius, he has the craziest catch radius in the history of football. I mean, anywhere in anywhere 2 feet within the span. Like he contorting his body, he adjusting his. I mean, it's catch every ball is catchable.
And he catching it over 3 defenders.
Exactly.
What you gonna do? You can't stop me.
Exactly. But see, but T.O. didn't possess that size. Megatron was like 6'5" and just bulky. I mean, but back to the original thing, where Bryce, they were building these, they got this receiving core around Bryce, but you don't think Bryce has promise, or you don't think Bryce has proven himself worthy to be a leader? Which would you say it is?
Both.
Why? He just led you to a division. He just brought you a divisional title.
The team brought us a division title.
Led by Bryce.
I'll give him his props where they do. The little motherfucker tough.
But
is tough.
But wouldn't you agree Bryce led them to a divisional title?
Nah.
What? Come on, man.
The team that we put around him, we should have won 13 games.
Okay, let's take a look at the numbers. Because many would say
he's the weakest link on this team.
Oh man. Nah, man, we gotta take a look at that, man.
Only reason he the starter, we ain't got a good backup behind him.
Man, oh man, let's look at it. Let's run the numbers. Because I mean, hey, bro, if he brought you, I mean, which could be true, but the fact that the matter that he did bring y'all a divisional title, so that has to count for something. All right, so we got Bryce Young passed for over 3,000 yards. Completion percentage 63.6 completion percentage. Let me see. 23 TDs, 11 INTs. Man, sacked 27. Ah, damn. Yeah, he was sacked by as many times as Rodgers. Yeah.
And he runs into those sacks.
Damn, yeah.
Because we had the top 5 O-line, and he still found a way to get sacked.
Yeah, Rico, who rushed over 1,000. Chuba Herbert rushed for 500. Man.
Nah, Chuba had 1,000. I think Chuba had 1,000.
Nah, bro, he had 511. Look at that.
But he missed several games, though.
Yeah, he only missed 2. He played 15 games. So I mean, it's fair to say, hey, Bryce brought y'all that divisional. He brought y'all that shit. He brought you that divisional championship, man. Come on now.
Bryce ain't bringing us shit.
Well, where do you see y'all finishing this season? Where do you have the Panthers finishing this season?
We taking division again.
How? So how you see y'all taking a division? What's gonna be y'all main strength, y'all main catalyst in taking a division?
The defense.
Let's take a look at the defense.
We stacked on defense.
J.C. Horn, top cornerback. You see, pass rush. Gordon. So you think y'all gonna have the best defense in the division?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, look, the Saints fans say Tyler Shuck is coming in and storming on the whole division. The Falcons fans saying that Kyle Pitts and Drake London gonna take over the division. I mean, that's what they saying. Tampa Bay, I'm not hearing Tampa Bay quite as much, but the Saints fans saying Tyler Shuck is the man in the NFC South. Do you concur with that statement?
Tampa fans been real quiet.
Very, very quiet. Very quiet.
Yeah, they know they ain't finna be shit.
I don't know, man. I
Atlanta fans, they real confident. But who is their quarterback? And their defense is trash.
Most likely two of our Lua or man, what's that? Michael Penix. Ain't Michael Penix hurt?
Yeah, Penix ended up going out. Tua, he one concussion away from retirement.
Man, I just knew when he came out of Alabama with those injuries, I was just like, man, that's crazy. And I say the same thing about that kid Jordan Love that the Saints drafted out of Arizona State. I'm like, bro, dude had multiple tears in the same leg. Yeah, okay, we'll see what happens. We'll see how it go.
Yeah, if you're a mobile quarterback, if you done fucked your legs up, you done.
Man, yeah, I'm talking about Jordan Tyson because he had like 3 ligament tears in his leg, in that same leg.
So ligaments can heal.
Yeah, of course. I mean, but it's still
cartilage does not heal. They just sew it back in place. That's what I was saying on Izzy's show yesterday.
I mean, they said his LCL, his ACL, and his PCI. I just hope he ain't have nothing done to the meniscus. You know, that main ligament, that main muscle. I mean, that main what's the word?
So your meniscus, that's what goes in between your knee joint.
Yeah, that's the main. Yeah, Yeah,
because I tore mine in a motorcycle race.
Oh man, that's crazy.
And that shit, my leg would never be the same.
Man. Yeah, Pammy, I gotta worry about y'all, man. I gotta worry about y'all, Pammy. What's good, broski? What's good with you, bro?
G Honda Roadmaster, what's up, guys?
What's good, man?
Yeah, man. Just driving around, getting some stuff done. Heard you talking some Panthers and little Bryce. So I wanted to call in and give my 2 cents because, as Roadmaster knows, I live in South Charlotte, so I call in the Panther shows frequently. But yeah,
hey, broski, you coming to the game week 1?
I might actually not be in the country then, but if I am, I will be there. But Yeah, man. Like Roadmaster was saying, though, the Panthers won the division despite Bryce, not because of Bryce. Rico Dowdle saved Bryce Young's career last season. Rico put the team on his back for about a month, and literally the Panthers got about 3 wins because of Rico Dowdle. Literally. So Rico did something in his short tenure with the Panthers that Bryce has never shown he can do, that Chuba, I don't know how to say his first name, Hubbard, has never shown he can do. And that's put the team on his back and basically carry that entire offense. Bryce, the thing with Bryce is this. He's a little shrinky dink. He's 5'9". He lacks arm talent. I frequently say his arms made of styrofoam. His arms made of popcorn. He can't throw in the weather. He can't throw in the wind, the rain. And the thing is, like, when you have those physical limitations, you need to be able to make up for that in other ways. One of which is by being super efficient, really accurate. He's really none of those things. He hasn't shown he's any of those things either. So, to me, Bryce was the number 1 overall pick, and he's a bridge quarterback.
He should never been the number 1 pick.
Yeah. So the Panthers, though, and I'm not trying to bash the Panthers. I'm just bashing Bryce because that's one of the things I do. But the Panthers do have some nice pieces. They are putting some nice pieces together on both sides of the ball. So the Panthers definitely aren't a pushover, but to say Bryce led the team anywhere, nah. Bryce, they won despite Bryce. And the defense was a big for him in a number of games too. And I think their defense, they finished like 17th or whatever ranking, but they had their moments where they were definitely playing like a top 10 defense. I think this year they could be a top 10 defense. Yeah, their D looks tough.
But do you see
the players we have on defense are elite? It's just the scheme that our defensive coordinator uses. It holds them back.
Well, they're running a 3-4, right? And it's like you guys really didn't have the personnel to run a 3-4 for a while, in my opinion. So, we did best when we ran 4-2-5. Yeah, no, I hear that. I hear that. So you got that Lee Hunter on the D line. You signed Jalen Phillips. You signed what's his face? Is it Lloyd, the middle linebacker who's good? Scorton, honestly, I think Scorton could be a really nice player on the edge. So he'll be in his second year this year. He'll take some steps forward. Yeah, man. Got big old D Brown on that line, man. Like,
yeah, we call him Big Grizzly.
Yeah, Big Grizzly. I know. That's what I used to hear him be called on Unk's channel all the time. But
so can Bryce do a so can Bryce turn it around? So can Bryce get a whole facelift and just come out and ball out next year?
All we need Bryce to do is be a game manager. Just don't fuck it up. That's it.
Why can't he be a why he can't be a game changer, a playmaker?
Because that's not him.
He can't throw over the middle of the field. That's a big problem. Like, if you can't throw between the hashes, that's just one. Like, that's a big part of the field. The defense doesn't have to worry about defending. You know what I mean? Like, and they keep drafting these receivers for Bryce, and I mean, no issue with drafting wide receivers, but they keep drafting these non-route running wide receivers. It's like you draft a Mingo, you draft a XL, Xavier Leggett, you draft Tet, and now you draft Barzell. None of those guys are route runners.
We drafted these guys for their yak ability, but he doesn't put the ball in a position to where they can get the yak.
Yeah. Bryce's favorite target's usually his slot receiver because he operates like down at like short, like within like 10, 12 yards of the line of scrimmage, short and to the side type of thing. So that's why Thielen had a 1,000-yard season when he was there, even though he was old. That's why, Coker actually seems like he's got some ability, though. I think Coker could be all right, but not elite by any means. It's odd they haven't gotten him a running back who can really catch out of the backfield, because to me that would really help him because he doesn't have that big, strong arm to go downfield.
Right.
So a lot of people are counting on Jonathan Brooks to be that guy.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on Jonathan Brooks to be anything.
That ACL 3 times.
Yeah. Jonathan Brooks is
one slip on that turf and he's done.
He's. I already think he's just. He might not make it out of camp, and if they just baby him through camp, that would be stupid because
they say he's looking good at camp right now, but play him on that turf.
Yeah, but that's shorts and shoulder pads too. You know what I mean? He's not taking hits or anything.
But his ACL tears, they were non-contact. It's just a slip on the turf.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So,
I think one more slip.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't see him being able to carry the load or not even carry the load, just be even a rotational guy. Because as soon as he starts taking hits on that knee, man, come on, he's not going to last him.
All right, so you had running backs like Adrian Peterson. They were able to come back from those ACL tears because they were more straight up head power running backs.
No,
when you start making those hard cuts.
Yeah. Yeah, and AP, he came back after one ACL tear. Brooks, like you said, he's torn the same one twice. Possibly 3 times. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't
think
know,
he's
man.
on his third. Because when we drafted him, he was already coming off an ACL tear.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I just wouldn't put any faith in him, man. Not wishing like ill will towards the guy. I'm just talking real like reality from a football perspective. Let's look at
got him listed as running back number 3.
I don't think a backfield of Chuba Hubbard and Etienne are going to really get it done for the Panthers this year, man. That to me is a big problem.
Etienne didn't get a lot of burn last season.
No,
he did have Rico.
And the way it's shaping out, like the way it will shape out, I think he will have to. Like they'll be forced to use him because they don't have another choice, really. But
yeah, hey, broski, I say the same thing about Jordan Tyson, but they give me so much pushback for it. I'm like, bro, if he had those injuries coming out of Arizona State, like Tua head coming out of Alabama, come on, man. Like,
yeah, I hear you with that, man. And like, I'm one of those people. There's so many other good players in the draft. Why would you risk a pick on someone with like a major injury history already? Like, it just doesn't make sense, right? Like, it's like even like a second or third round pick, like I wouldn't risk any of it. Like, to me, I'm getting surefire bets on that. Like, I'm not risking anything. Like, I just don't like drafting players who've already had injury history. I just think it's silly, man. Now, Jordan Tyson, Jordan Tyson, the kid on the Saints you were talking about?
Right.
Hey, no one's denying his talents, his ability.
Extremely talented.
But we've been watching football for how many decades? And like I said, it's not me wishing ill will on anyone. It's just, we're just doing logical conclusions based on everything we've seen over decades of football. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, If he does pan out, holy shit, him and Olave will be incredible. Yeah.
For sure. But his saving grace is like the advancement of sports and medicine. I mean, I know a lot of the tech and nanotech and stuff that, you know, for recovery purposes, it's going far better than what it used to be.
For sure.
But that says a lot, being all the injuries that he has had on that knee and that leg. I mean,
sure.
But we'll see once the season starts, though.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of what Roadmaster was saying too. Like, if it happens once with all those advancements in medical technology and procedures and stuff now, I think you can come back from it and be just as good as you were. But if it happens more than once on the same part, I think you're toast. You know what I mean? I don't see you coming back from that.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened with George Pickens. I believe his final year at Georgia. I think a couple of games towards the end, he tore his ACL or he tore it or a slight tear or a strain or something like that. But, you know, he dropped some draft slots because of that. But you know, he came back his rookie year and balled out, and yeah,
he's an alien, man. He's a hell of a player, that dude.
Why he had to go to Dallas, I don't know, man. I'm like, dude, why you couldn't just act right? Why you just couldn't behave, bro? Dang.
Yeah, I mean, you know how Cowboys fans are. Every offseason they're winning the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? But this offseason, I actually look at their roster on both sides of the ball. I'm like, they got a tough looking roster, actually, man.
But the majority of their receivers behave for the most part. They don't do TikTok dances on the emblem. They don't want to. No. They don't want to be diva-esque to the most. Well, I'm gonna retract my statement on that one.
Well, I don't know, but regardless, like they got a talented roster, man. I'll say that. I'll give them that.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But you know, can they surpass the mediocrity though?
Well, and can Dak actually, if they actually do make it to the playoffs, can Dak show up?
Yes.
Yeah, he can show up and catch an L.
What's that?
I said he could show up and catch an L.
That's what he's good at. That's his specialty.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I call Dak and Jared Goff. I'm like, they're the same quarterback, just different appearance, man. Like, I'll call Jared Goff Jared Prescott, and I'll call Dak Goff. I'm like, because they're the same guys. They'll put up MVP caliber stats in the regular season, and they're still capable of having like those 3, 4, 5 turnover meltdown games in the playoffs.
I'm gonna tell you a joke, and it's funny because it's actually true. Cowboys ain't won shit since the Panthers came into the league.
That's true. Well, keep up the good work, Roadmaster.
But every year, this our year. It ain't been y'all year since like 95.
Yeah.
Well, before that. Well, hold up. Well, I would say since Jimmy Johnson left, but that's just my opinion.
Man, that was the worst decision Jerry Jones ever made, getting rid of Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson, yeah. I don't know why I said Jimmy Jones. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, his ego, man. Jerry Jones can't stay out the way, bro. And that's the reason why I was respecting Kellen Moore, because Kellen Moore he should have got that job over McCarthy, to be honest, in Dallas. But he wasn't kissing butt to Jerry Jones. So I'm glad he left and went to New Orleans. I'm happy for him. I think between him, Ben Johnson, and what's his face? Kubiak, Clint Kubiak.
Yep.
He coached for the Raiders.
Yeah, he's on the Raiders. He's a Raiders head coach now. Yep.
Yeah, I think they're the. Hold up, isn't he is he the son to Gary?
Yeah, I believe so.
Damn. Yeah, Gary Kubiak, man, he was decent with the Texans, man. But no, those three, Clint Kubiak, Ben Johnson and Kellen Moore, I think they're the new wave, man. I really do. I think they're new wave, man.
Bro, they're some of the best play callers in the game right now, and that's why I tell the Raiders, like, that's another team. They always gets a lot of hype in the offseason because I don't know why, but they do. But this is the first offseason. I'm like, you know what? Their franchise is finally building their team the right way. I think they actually are taking a big, huge step in the right direction now. I mean, yeah. I mean, they got a play caller, head coach, just won a Super Bowl. They got, the young quarterback with a good veteran to sit behind for a year, and who knows, maybe Mendoza sees the field this year. Getting Linderbaum in free agency was huge. The running back they drafted, holy shit! I love the running back they drafted. I think he's better than Genty, Mike Washington Jr. So they're gonna have a nice running back tandem. Whatever way you look at it, you know what I mean. They're gonna have a nice running back tandem. People really aren't talking about. They got Brock Bowers. They got a couple. I wouldn't say true number one receivers, but they got a couple of pretty good number two receivers.
I love Brock Bowers, man. I mean, every time I see Darnell Washington, man, I think about Brock Bowers, and I'm like, man, it's crazy. Both of them came out of Georgia.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Because Brock Bowers, man, that guy is nothing short of a beast, man, and that sheesh, bro, crazy.
Oh yeah.
So you said he got a running back. You said Mike Washington Jr. out of Arkansas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking that guy. I think he's gonna be I think he's got what it takes to be special. I really do. I watched him. He reminded me of a more athletically gifted Matt Forte.
Oh man.
Yeah, that type of shit. He's a better. I think he's a better running back than Genty. Yeah. But that's just Broski's thoughts on the matter. We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, man, I like to see teams turn the tide, man. I mean, when Ben Johnson came to Chicago, man, and they had got Caleb, and they made all the right picks, man. I mean, if you ask me, they didn't miss, and especially with getting Xavier Thomas and Sam Brown from Stanford. Yeah.
Bro, okay, so Gihanna, check this out. He's turning heads like they're like this, right? He's like a smaller guy. I call him a mini Luther Burden. To me, he looks like Luther Burden. He's just smaller, but he's faster, straight line speed.
Man.
But they're saying and it was weird because in the draft, they're he led college football in punt return yards in 2024. He led college football in kick return yards in 2025. But then you look at him making catches and run after the catch, and he takes handoffs and shit. He'll line up like a running back sometimes. You know what I mean? Kind of reminds you of DJ Moore or Luther Burden, who are very similar, by the way. And yeah, they're just saying his hands. They're even though he's a little guy in stature, he's stacked. You know what I mean? He's jacked. But they're he doesn't play in the slot. Most little shorter guys play in the slot. They're he's an outside receiver. You know what I mean? So that should tell you something about his route running ability, his hands, all that stuff. Yeah, they're saying he's a Ben Johnson dream. Him and that tight end they drafted, because they're gonna run that 13 personnel this year with those 3 tight ends. Yeah. Get that defense to get their big heavy guys out there. And then boom, they're just going to start moving guys out wide. Oh, you know, maybe they have Xavier Thomas lining up in the backfield as the running back on that. All of a sudden, how's your heavy personnel going to cover Luther Burden, Xavier Thomas, Colston Loveland, and Cole Kmet on the same play? They're not. You know what I mean?
I think McCarthy's going to incorporate some of that 13 personnel with Tunyon they just signed, if he can stay healthy. Tunyon that was in Green Bay with A-Rod in between 2017 and 2022?
Yeah. I mean, it'd be a good idea.
Oh yeah, man.
Good approach.
But yeah, man, that's going to be something to see, man. But man, if Aaron Donald comes back, man, and him and Myles Garrett already to what the Rams already have, man, that's a cheat code, dude.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean,
that's an all Madden team, bro. I ain't lying, bro. God dang.
Yeah, I mean, like right off the rip, I mean, Seattle definitely lost some players, but they lost their play caller too. So, I mean, I don't. Seattle's gonna be a tough team still, but I think they're taking a step back. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, man. I don't know. Rams to me are the number one favorite to win right now. Is what I'm trying to say. For sure.
I mean, because they got Trent McDuffie from Kansas City. They still got Cameron Curl.
Yeah, they're not playing around, man.
Nah, not at all, man.
A team that's known for their offense might actually have a better defense than their offense this year.
Oh, for sure, man. Because I think Byron Young had 12 sacks. Two people had 7, and one of them gone. Jared Verse's gone.
You still got that. What's it, Braden Fisk or whatever? That D tackle from Florida State. He's good.
Yeah, Braden Fisk. Yeah, the DT. Yeah, man, they are loaded, man. Jeez, that's gonna be a tall task, man. That's all I tell them.
The 49ers are going to be tough too, man. Let's not sleep on them.
The Niners?
Yeah, they're going to be tough.
Hey, they got $72 million in available cap. They need to sign Highsmith because if Bosa's going to be questionable for most of the season, I mean,
they were tough last year with a bunch of rookies and first-year starters and stuff like that. And you know, I mean, injured players that got hurt, so backups had to start most of the year. Like. Yeah, they got players coming back, and they got all that cap space.
So let me tell you this: all 3 of the teams you just mentioned, Panthers played them all last year.
But did they beat them all?
We beat the Rams.
I remember that game. Yeah. Well, Panthers, the NFC North and the NFC South play this year. So the Panthers got Chicago and Detroit at the bank, and they got to go to Green Bay and go to Minnesota.
Yeah, we went to Green Bay and beat them last year.
I was so happy.
I don't think we played Minnesota last year.
Yeah, that was a big Rico game. That Packer win, man. That was a game where Bryce was doing his best to try to lose with his 120 yards and 2 interceptions. You know what I mean? And Rico's like, no, we're not going to let you lose. And the defense played well too. The defense bucked up in the red zone. Like the Packers could move the ball, but they could not cash anything in the red zone.
And Rico, he went off against Dallas too.
Oh yeah.
That was his revenge game. He was talking shit all week leading up to it. And he went out there and performed.
That's why I think it's going to be a tough one for the Panthers week 16 in Pittsburgh, because you know it's going to be snowing. It's going to be cold, probably windy. And Rico, if Rico's not hurt, if Rico's actually suiting up, he's gonna be out there trying to get some revenge.
For sure,
no,
man.
Rico plays for another team now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the Steelers.
Yeah, we played.
He went to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Week 16, that's gonna be a tough matchup in Pittsburgh for the Panthers because of the weather and Rico revenge factor.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough.
Because y'all didn't want to pay him, y'all was being cheap. Man.
Yeah, that was a Dan Morgan ego thing. Like, I don't understand that because the Patriots offered a trade for Hubbard last trade deadline, and the Panthers turned it down. I would have got that contract off the books, and I would have gave some money to Rico after the season.
Yeah, because we had Rico on a super cheap deal.
Yeah, and he didn't sign it like an expensive deal in Pittsburgh. Didn't he only sign like a 1-year deal?
1 year, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because we had him for 1 year, like, what, $3 million?
You could have given him like 3 years, $20 million, and you would have had him for 3 years, and he would have signed that.
Yeah.
And
man, this season gonna be crazy.
I don't know. I'm not in the front office, so I mean, they were allocating funds to other places, mainly defense.
yeah, they wanted to pay Jalen Phillips.
But Roadmaster, I still got us sweeping the NFC South though, bro. I still got us sweeping y'all division, bro.
Who?
Pittsburgh.
Ah, shit. Y'all will probably beat the Falcons and the Bucks.
Man, we gonna beat y'all too. We gonna beat, bro. Come on, man.
Put 20 on it.
$20.
Put 20 on it.
$20.
And we got a witness.
It's as high as the gas is. You want to bet $20?
Broski, I'm a witness.
Hey, Roadmaster, I'll tell you this right now. Roadmaster is a man of his word. We've personally done bets in the past. Roadmaster, he ain't gonna back out, man.
I know. I
guarantee you that.
I sort of believe Panther fans and people from Queen City. Sort of.
He said sort of.
But nah, man, that's gonna be some dope football, man, some dope contests. And then like we
definitely don't trust people from Pittsburgh or anywhere up north.
Yeah, that's true, man. I mean, I'm a northern transplant living in the South, man. So
we like the AMXs and championships, man. We gonna be there.
Yeah, y'all will be there in attendance, but not playing.
We playing, man. That's all we there for, man. We there to play and win, man. Come on now. Count the trophies, man. Count the awards, man.
Pittsburgh ain't been shit since Palomalu.
Oh, you capping, bro. So you just gonna disrespect Minka Fitzpatrick like that? Damn. Come on, man. Minka Fitzpatrick. You know who Minka Fitzpatrick is?
Huh?
Come on. Broski, you see what he doing, man? See what he doing? That's so disrespectful, man. Like Minka Fitzpatrick won the best safety since Troy Polamalu left, bro. Come on, man.
Fitzpatrick was a dog, but your team ain't shit.
I mean, but guess what? When you got the cheapest owner that don't want to spend no bread, that don't want to spend no money, looking for every discount he can muster, that's what you get.
That's why y'all's co-owner left Pittsburgh and bought the Panthers.
And look, man,
I don't know, man. I think the Steelers have they're very overlooked this season. Honest take, man.
I'm gonna tell y'all where the Steelers really fucked up when y'all fired y'all coach.
Nah, he left. I mean, he stepped down. I mean,
yeah. They did it the most classy, respectable way possible. Honestly, it was mutual, man. Like Tomlin didn't want to coach anymore, man.
I mean,
in my opinion, he was done. Like he needed a break, man.
Yeah, man. I wouldn't either.
Tomlin was tired of y'all fucking owner.
Oh, I would be too.
You know what?
Scraps, dude.
Yeah, but you know what it is too, though, and like I stayed pretty dialed in with the Steelers. Like, Tomlin, okay, so yeah, he's a defensive-minded coach, but when you're there that long, like you got to at least get the people in place to develop a quarterback. He never found that he never had that quarterback waiting in line to be the next person up off Roethlisberger. He wasted so many seasons at the end. That's why Ben had to hang out on, because he never addressed who the franchise QB of the future was, and that to me was his biggest mistake as a coach. You know what I mean? Like, he had a long time to do it. So to me, that was his biggest mistake.
They had that young quarterback, but I forget what happened to him. But he didn't pan out.
Bro, don't say Mason Rudolph, bro, please.
Who?
Please don't say Mason Rudolph.
I mean, Rudolph was pretty good.
But come on, bro.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Didn't they have Jones?
Jones.
He ain't last long.
Yeah, I mean, I that's part of the problem. We can't even name who their backups were. Like they really weren't shit.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like I'm gonna tell you right now, and I said this about the draft last 2025 draft. Like I loved Will Howard and Tyler Shuck in that draft. I'm like, these are the best quarterbacks in this draft, or in that draft. And when Will Howard
Shuck is like
chance,
our age, though. How long the Saints expect him to last?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because he's a quarterback. You know what I mean? That's actually a good thing. Like he's not some punk kid. Like he's ready to go.
But for how long? He's me and Tom Brady's age.
You're like, he's got gray hair.
Yeah, he a 40-something second year.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I mean he's 26 years old right now. He's not young. You know what I mean?
I thought he was older than that.
Yeah, he's 26. I mean, he could. Hey, all I'm saying is this, man. Will Howard.
I thought he was in his 40s.
Will Howard, when he gets his chance, right? And I think the Steelers are all geared up to roll with him this year if they didn't sign Rodgers. It sounds like that's what they were saying.
Will Howard, he's going to be with New England, didn't he?
No, Will Howard was a rookie last year. He got drafted like in the 5th or 6th round, right? He was the dude at Ohio State who won the championship at Ohio State a couple of years ago. He's going to be a legit franchise quarterback. I'm telling you this right now. I'm so big on this dude. And the fact that he's going to be sitting 2 years behind Aaron Rodgers, and you know, one of those years being with Mike McCarthy, dude, when he gets his shot,
I've been saying this about Aaron Rodgers all season. Like, he got one foot in and the other foot is on retirement. Like he might wait till right before week 1, say, you know what, I'm just going to retire.
Well, I don't think so. I think he's just going to go all in this year, and this is it. Like, I think, you know what I mean? Like, this is his last year. He's going all in. He'll play with a broken leg. He'll do all that dumb shit because he knows.
I compare Rodgers to Tom Hanks on Castaway.
Oh, God damn. Yeah.
Man, wow. But hey, man, I mean, it's a young man's sport for a reason. And like when he tore his Achilles that 2 years ago, I was like, man, you need to stop. You need to stop right now, because everybody can't beat Tom Brady and play till they 45. Like, everybody's body ain't the same. Everybody ain't got the same recovery. None of that.
And then they cheated for Tom Brady too. You couldn't even look at him hard without getting a 15-yard penalty.
Crazy.
Fucking Castaway. They named that ball. I had to just look that up. They named that ball was Wilson, and it had like that. It was like that red double face on the ball from like. That's funny. Anyway, yeah, Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, Broski, do you listen to rap music?
So here's the thing. I did like 80s and 90s. I did like big time, man. I listened to all the New York and Philly stuff growing up, man. I listened to, but honestly, man, ever since 2000, man, I don't. So like, if you want to ask me about some 90s or 80s shit, yeah, I know all about it, man.
So late 90s, do you remember the Locks?
Yep.
Jadakiss?
Yeah, it wasn't the Locks had some good because I knew some DJs and stuff, and he had some good freestyles on some like mixtapes and stuff like that. Yeah, Jadakiss. I mean, like I know who Jadakiss is. Yeah.
How about Mobb Deep?
Yeah, absolutely, Mobb Deep, man. I listen to like Wu-Tang. I listen to like all their affiliates, like Sons of Man and Killer Army. I like Smith and Wesson. Like a lot of groups, a lot of people in the South never heard of.
There was a Mobb Deep song that Jadakiss he was a feature on, and that's why I bring up the Castaway.
Oh damn!
The Jadakiss, he said, "I'm in the zone of my own, kind of like Tom Hanks talking to that volleyball."
Oh damn! I'm trying to think what song that was.
One of ours.
One of ours.
Yeah.
Part 2. But yeah, man, that's back in the days stuff for Broski.
That beat was hard as fuck too.
Well, I'm just hoping my Bears defense is hard as fuck this year.
We're gonna see week 1.
Yeah, we're gonna see for sure, man. Yeah, it's I don't know, man. We'll see how it goes. You know, I think like I said, the Panthers. If I'm looking at the Panthers, I don't know if you go. I never see you on Black Cat Panther podcast, but that's
we don't rock with him.
Yeah, you don't do that. You got the whole like Unc beef thing or whatever going on with them. But,
hey, broski, you know Unc 20.
Yeah, I'm probably the most frequently banned person from his channel.
Yeah, he banned me last night.
At one point in time, I used to be a mod on his channel.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's just one of those things. And like, I got no problem. Like, I got no problem with the guy at all, man. Not at all. I actually like the guy. But like, some people just run their channels a certain way. And if you say anything that goes against what the host of the channel says, you get banned. So if you're not a Bryce Young cheerleader, you get banned.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you know, he was the guy who wanted them to draft CJ Stroud. He was going loud for Stroud the whole time. So, you know, something changed and he's like, Bryce, whatever, it's cool, man. You're a Panthers fan. Like, I'm not knocking you for it, man. You're supporting your guy, whatever. You know what I mean? No problem. No ill will. But yeah, I got banned on there again, I think. They ban me and then I come back and I get blocked like pretty much the same day. Because I was, you know, because I go on there and then, you know, I have my thoughts about Bryce Young and boom. All right, you're blocked again, broski. I've probably been blocked like 10 times, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, be like that, man. Be like that on these YouTube streets, man. But it's
I get it, man. Like I said, it's nothing. Yeah, I actually wish nothing but the best for him. Like, you know what I mean? It's just how he wants to run his channel. It is what it is, man.
For sure, man. For sure.
But yeah, man, I get into good discussions on that other channel. We go live and stuff, and there's
on BK's.
Yeah, on Black Cat Panther podcast. Yeah, man, I'm a frequent guest on that show.
Yeah, so I used to be a mod over there.
Yeah. Yeah, I just like they have a lot of people from other teams that'll go on the show and talk too. That's one thing I like about it.
I don't know. They don't even really talk football anymore, though. It's always like some.
They do. I mean, they'll have like streams that last all day, though. You know what I mean? They'll have like a 6, 7, 8 hour stream.
Right.
It's so like a soap opera, though.
Well, you know what it is? It kind of is. And I relate to it as a Bears fan because we had our Bears fan civil war 3 years ago. That's what we called it. It was all the Justin sexuals, all the Justin Fields supporters against the minority of people who weren't. And I was like one of the people who was not. And I was like one of the people leading the charge against the Justin sexuals. And to this day, I'm still blocked from like so many Bears content creator channels just because of that.
Oh man!
Some people, if you have a different opinion, they just block you. They don't. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
The Bears podcast, so I can go troll them too.
Yeah, go on the Huddle Sports Network. So the Huddle Sports Network is like I go on a show sometimes in the morning called Ken and Ken in the Morning. And they have it's basically like an NFC North channel. So there's Packers fans, Lions fans, Vikings fans, Bears fans.
Yeah, I need to get over there and talk shit to all.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good forum to do that. Like they have a show at 1:00, the Daily Huddle, every day in the afternoon during the week, and it's basically a shit talking forum.
If they block me, I got another channel.
No, they won't. They won't block you. I'll if I see you there, I'll be like, yeah, that's my buddy Roadmaster, and you'll be welcome with open arms, and you'll have free reign to talk as much junk as you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna check that out, bro.
If you see me come in on Blackout TV, that's just me on the other page.
Yeah. Do so actually Ken and Ken's now on KCB. So they like branched out with a lot of their guys. So there's one, it's called KCB Sports Network, I think. KCB, kneecap biting. It's this guy, Jeremy B. He's a Lions fan. Let me see what's the name of it. Hold on, I'll tell you in a second. But yeah, man, those are KCB Sports Network and the Huddle Sports Network. Remember those two, go on those two. You'll see me on those, man. Yeah, and you'll get in with a good group of people, man. And people from other teams. So you start to network a lot. And I have a lot of Vikings content creators I'm real friendly with as well. I go on Viking shows a lot. Vikings content creators are actually my favorite, man. Like, it's weird. That's the only fan base in my division I've actually grown to respect and not despise. Like, I despise like the Packers and the Lions, but for some reason, the Vikings fans are real chill, man. They're actually a freaking real chill group of people, and they have the best podcast where you can actually go on and chop it up with people.
I've been to Minnesota, check out, and the whole vibe I got in Minnesota, like, they're all real chill people.
Yeah, check out in the Zone Sports, ZOE-N in the Zone. That's good dude Zoe. He runs that channel, and Vocal Vike rap. He raps a really good guy. Those are good ones, man.
Gotcha, man. I'm gonna get final thoughts, man. Broski, what's your final thoughts on the season and the Bears going into the season, man?
I got to see my Bears. I'm a realistic fan. I need to see my Bears do this thing 2 years in a row. I need to make sure last season wasn't a fluke. For some reason, I don't think it was. I think they got the pieces in place from the front office to the coaching staff to the quarterback to the talent to the just lots of young talent, lots of speed, both sides of the ball. So I think the Packers finished last in the division. I think Packers will be last. That's all I can confidently say about the NFC North.
All right, I heard that. Roadmaster, what's your final thoughts, man, and your thoughts on the Panthers starting the season?
We starting off beating the Bears.
I heard that, man. Man, I appreciate y'all boys coming up, man, chopping it up with me, man. Y'all do come back, man. You know, love the insight, man. I love the feedback. Appreciate y'all, man. Hopefully y'all have a good weekend. Pull back up with me, man. Salute to y'all. Appreciate y'all boys, man.
Yeah, man, Gianna, good chopping up with you. Roadmaster, good talking to you, man.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good one, man.
You too.
Yes, sir. Steel City. So salute to y'all, man. I appreciate all y'all coming out, man. I appreciate all y'all rocking with me on this weekend, man. On this Saturday morning, man. I appreciate y'all. Hit that like button on the way out, man. Salute to y'all. Appreciate everybody that fell through, everybody that came in. Appreciate all y'all. Appreciate all y'all greatly. So salute to y'all, man. Pammy, Roadmaster, Broski. Appreciate y'all for coming up. Salute y'all, brothers, man. Appreciate y'all greatly. So who else we had come through? Commander. Hey, Commander, I see you were scared to cam up. I don't know. Commander probably at home eating cereal, eating Captain Crunch. He ain't want to cam up or nothing, but it's all good. You got next time. But nah, man, I appreciate all y'all rocking with me, man. Appreciate all y'all coming through, man. Y'all do me a favor, hit that like button, hype the video, man. Like, share, subscribe if you have not already, man. Join the channel. Salute to y'all, man. I appreciate all y'all rocking in and falling in with me. Hit the community tab to see when next time I'm gonna be back live, man. Try to put out some shorts and whatnot. But salute to y'all, man. I appreciate all y'all rocking with me, man. Y'all, this don't happen without y'all, man. I appreciate y'all greatly, greatly. So, and man, y'all be sure to hype the video and hit that like button on the way out. Y'all have a good weekend. Be safe out there. Until next time, this is Steelmatic Sports. I'm your host, G Honda. Salute to y'all. Y'all have a good weekend.